Buckle up, guys, because today we're diving into the ancient tombs of cinematic history to talk about one of the greatest films of all time, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. A movie that's not just a film, it's an experience. So what makes it such an epic and legendary masterpiece? Wait on, we'll find out. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's dive deep into it. So what if I told you that, released in 1981, this gem not only topped the box office charts but also cemented itself as a cultural phenomenon? It soared past all the competition, becoming the highest-grossing film of the year with a mind-blowing $212 million domestically and $389 million worldwide. And remember, we're talking about $1981 here, my friends. That's a whole lot of fedoras and bullwhips. Isn't this insane? It truly is. First and foremost, Raiders of the Lost Ark introduced us to the iconic character of Indiana Jones, portrayed brilliantly by Harrison Ford. This charismatic, whip-wielding archaeologist captured the hearts of millions worldwide. With his rugged charm, intelligence, and unwavering determination, Indiana Jones became the epitome of a hero. He was relatable and flawed, yet he still managed to inspire us with his courage and wit. The story doesn't end there. Besides this, what's truly remarkable is that Raiders of the Lost Ark was created at a time when advanced visual effects were scarce. Director Steven Spielberg and producer George Lucas had to rely on practical effects, breathtaking stunts, and ingenious storytelling techniques to bring this adventure to life. The result? An authentic and thrilling cinematic experience that has stood the test of time. However, it's not just about the character of Indiana Jones or the brilliance of the director. The movie has all the ingredients to top the chart, especially if we talk about its plot. It takes the viewers on an exhilarating journey filled with mystery, danger, and the pursuit of a legendary artifact. The unraveling plot. The story of Raiders of the Lost Ark follows the intrepid archaeologist Indiana Jones, played by the charismatic Harrison Ford. Indy is approached by U.S. Army intelligence who informs him of the Nazis' plan to find the Ark of the Covenant, a biblical relic with unimaginable power. Determined to prevent the Nazis from using it for their nefarious purposes, Indy embarks on a quest to locate the Ark before they do. Joined by his former flame, Marion Ravenwood, Indy travels across the globe, overcoming treacherous obstacles and engaging in thrilling action sequences. Along the way, he must outwit his enemies, decipher ancient riddles, and confront his deepest fears. Speaking of adventure, Raiders of the Lost Ark takes us on a roller coaster ride of excitement from beginning to end. The movie offers a perfect blend of action, suspense, and humor, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats throughout. And let's not forget the iconic chase scenes, death-defying leaps, and the unforgettable boulder scene that's become a cultural phenomenon. In short, Raiders of the Lost Ark didn't just take us on an adventure, it defined what an adventure could be. It's got it all: a whip-smart script, unforgettable characters, mind-blowing stunts, and a plot that still leaves us breathless. The real treasure of the film, the legendary character. Now, let's dig into the real treasure of this film, the unforgettable character of Indiana Jones himself. He's not just a hero, he's a legend. Indy is the kind of guy we all secretly want to be. He's smart and resourceful, and let's be honest, he looks pretty darn good in a fedora. But what truly sets him apart is his humanity. He's not some invincible superhuman. He has fears and doubts, just like you and me.
You and I are very much alike.
It's his flaws and vulnerabilities that make him so relatable and lovable. And who can resist that rugged charm brought to life by the incredible Harrison Ford? The man is a true treasure, and he's the reason why Indiana Jones has become an iconic figure in pop culture. What other Raiders of the Lost Ark achievements has it achieved? For Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's no shortage of achievements. I mean, 1981 must have had something in the water, because when Raiders hit theaters, it was like a boulder rolling down at breakneck speed, crushing the box office as the top-grossing film of the year. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. This adventure-packed masterpiece didn't just win over the hearts of audiences, it also scored big at the Academy Awards. Nominated for 9 Oscars, it took home 4 of those golden statues. The Best Art Direction, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, and Best Visual Effects all went to the extraordinary team behind Raiders. Oh, and let's not forget that Special Achievement Academy Award for sound effects editing. How Raiders of the Lost Ark defied the boundaries of visual effects in an era of technological limitations. Now, let's journey back in time to the 80s when special effects were like the Wild Wild West. No fancy CGI or green screens here, so how on earth did they create those jaw-dropping scenes? Although CGI was still in its infancy, director Steven Spielberg and producer George Lucas were determined to bring their vision to life, even without the aid of advanced visual effects. And what they accomplished is nothing short of remarkable. Along with the director, credit goes to the creative team, which embraced the challenges and turned them into opportunities. By relying on practical effects and old-school filmmaking techniques, they created a sense of authenticity and tactile excitement that still resonates today. However, it wasn't easy at all. It was a whole lot of blood, sweat, and creativity, my curious fellows. Take that infamous boulder scene, for example. That gigantic rolling rock, it wasn't a computer-generated marvel. It was a massive, real-life fiberglass ball weighing a whopping 800 pounds. Can you imagine the effort it took to orchestrate that heart-pounding sequence? And remember those creepy snakes that gave us all the heebie-jeebies? Yes, those were real too. Over 10,000 slithering reptiles were used. Talk about putting the real in realism.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Raiders of the Lost Ark stands as a shining example of how creativity and resourcefulness can triumph over technological limitations. Although it's pretty fascinating, it's damn true that the director, despite the limitations of special effects technology at the time, managed to pull out a masterpiece. What influence has it had on the world? But the magic doesn't stop there. Oh no! We have to talk about the movie's incredible influence on the world. Raiders of the Lost Ark didn't just entertain us, it inspired a whole generation of filmmakers and adventurers. It set the bar high for action-adventure films, showing us that a thrilling story, well-rounded characters, and good old-fashioned practical effects can create cinematic gold. And let's not forget the cultural impact. Indiana Jones has become an icon, gracing theme park rides, video games, and even our Halloween costumes. The adventures of Indiana have sparked our curiosity for archaeology and history, inspiring us to dream of our own daring escapades. Isn't that remarkable? Trivia fact. Now it's trivia time. Did you know that the famous scene where Indy shoots the sword-wielding bad guy was improvised? Harrison Ford was actually sick that day, and instead of an elaborate whip versus sword fight, he suggested just shooting the guy. It became one of the most memorable moments of the movie. Nevertheless, Raiders of the Lost Ark revolutionized adventure cinema and set the bar high. Modern blockbusters owe a debt to this classic. It showed that with heart, creativity, and a whip-cracking hero, you can make movie magic that stands the test of time. So if you haven't seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, or it's been a while, do yourself a favor and watch it tonight. And if you have kids, nephews, or nieces, make it a family adventure night. Pass on the love for this timeless classic to the next generation. As we wrap up this treasure hunt, let's take a moment to tip our hats to Indiana Jones, the man who taught us that sometimes fortune and glory are just a whip crack away. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, fellow explorers. I'm KJ. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what your favorite Indiana Jones moment is. See y'all next time.